what
It's
you're
all
saying.
right if you have an opinion. I'm saying it's not all right if you don't understand how the female reproductive system works.
Pop quiz. When does heartbeats begin for babies in utero?
Have you ever eaten an egg before? That's yes or no. Have you ever eaten an egg before?
Scrambled, yeah.
Okay, so would that be you scrambled a full chicken?
Well, hold on. You understand that it takes an egg to be fertilized?
Right,
Yeah,
but
This is another interesting and intriguing debate between Charlie Kirk and the college student, which went down the other way, and it's an interesting one which you really need to watch and stay put to the very end. Welcome, guys, to the channel. If you're missing me for the first time, my name is Daniel, and you're welcome to the channel. For all our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to check on what we have to offer on the channel. I don't take a lot for granted. So, without further ado, let's watch this video to the very end.
it's all right if you have an opinion. I'm saying it's not all right if you don't understand how the female reproductive system works.
Pop quiz. When does heartbeats begin for babies in utero?
Have you ever eaten an egg before? That's yes or no. Have you ever eaten an egg before?
Scrambled, yeah.
Okay, so would that be you scrambled a full chicken?
Well, hold on. You understand that it takes an egg to be fertilized?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your
Yeah.
point, the whole point you're making, is
hold
that
on. So,
a baby.
Since we're doing pop quiz on like human development, so when exactly do heart waves begin in utero?
You know that, but you don't know the four.
Hold on. No,
seconds.
so tell me when heartbeat.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
No.
So wait, hold
Wow.
on. So you're trying to say I know more about the woman reproductive system than you do?
I am a woman, so yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, but the point being is we could both go back and forth of like independent trivial facts when it comes to the
that's
woman's
right.
reproductive system. But here's something we all know, because God wrote this on the human heart of every individual, as it says in the book of Romans. We know deep down it's wrong to murder a baby.
You're not murdering a baby. It's not a baby.
Okay, well let's play this out. What is it then?
It is an embryo, which is not a baby.
Well, okay.
I agree.
So it's a fertilized
Exactly.
embryo.
Correct, which is not a baby.
So at what point does it become a baby?
When it is born.
Oh.
I don't agree with abortions up to full-term abortions.
Well, hold on, but you said it becomes a baby when it's born.
Yes.
Then why would you have abortion limits before it's born? I thought it was just an embryo. So embryo rights?
No, the embryo rights aren't a
But
thing.
then
because it's not
where
a
would you
person.
draw a line for abortion then, and why, and under what moral standard?
There are medical reasons not
No,
to have an abortion
no,
for
that's not the
full-term.
question. That's
Yes,
not the
it is.
question.
You just asked me why would I not have an abortion full-term for medical reasons.
Okay, so at 29 weeks, the baby is nearly fully developed, can recognize the mother's voice, has a heartbeat, has brain waves. Is it okay to abort that baby?
I don't, it's not okay, but you're going to say it's okay to have an abortion then. I don't understand what you're trying to say. It's not okay to have an abortion ever? How
Correct.
about 3
Yes.
weeks in?
Correct. No
Right.
abortion. Correct.
Why?
Well, because your life started at conception.
It did not, though. It did not.
Well, hold on. So
That's
let's play
true.
this out. So who are you as an individual? From your skin color to your eye color to your likes, your dislikes, from your temperament to your everything.
I am not an embryo. I'm a person.
Hold on a second. But it started with something called deoxyribonucleic acid.
I agree.
And your own individual DNA started at the point of egg and sperm meeting. That's where your journey started. And so from that point in particular, life begins. Not at birth, not at first words, not at first steps, but when your DNA, which is who
you
you
hear that?
actually are. You are your DNA. Every one of your DNA cells is coded XX or XY. It's coded with all of your unique characteristics and attributes that we believe God individually curated for the rest of your life. That doesn't happen at 8 weeks or 10 weeks. It happens at conception.
What happens if you need a medical abortion? If the mother will die if she does not get an abortion?
So
what's your stance on
the
that?
only place where medical abortion is necessary is before 20 weeks, which is
What
incredibly
if she
rare.
will die? What if the mother
Hold
will
on a second.
die?
So let's take, for example, this is a very important question. Let's say it's 27 weeks, okay? And the mother will die. Why shouldn't, you could agree, why don't we just have the baby delivered by cesarean section? You know what a cesarean section is, right?
Yes.
What is a cesarean
A
section?
C-section?
Yeah, why wouldn't we just put the baby out by C-section instead of terminating it?
Because if the
I
mother will
totally
die,
agree.
No,
it's
no,
not safe
but
to do that.
you remove the baby.
I understand.
Threat removed.
I know what a C-section
But
is.
it's actually safer than an abortion. So every time they say, this is for you guys, they say, oh, you need to have abortion for medical reasons, respond, then have a C-section.
What if you're not able to have a C-section? What if you are on your deathbed, you need to have an abortion right now?
Well, again, but
and it's illegal. You
guess what?
can't, so you have
Actually,
to die.
First and foremost, C-section is safer, C-section is quicker, and a C-section saves both lives. A C-section
The
takes,
baby is already dead, you just said.
no, but even no. Hold on a second. You're saying if the baby's
Yeah.
already dead, then it isn't even an abortion, right? Then you're talking about a removal of a carcass, which is a completely different medical
So
operation.
you're saying that's okay if you're
Well,
having...
if you're hold on. If you're removing a carcass of a baby, that is not an abortion, by definition.
It's the same process.
No, it's completely different. During an abortion, they actually inject the spinal fluid with cyanide poisoning as the baby squirms and tries to find its mother, and it is gasping for air of life. Have you ever watched an abortion? It is
Have
one of
you?
the... Yeah, actually I have. And I encourage every human being to watch one to know what you are fighting against. Because when you see abortion, you will have your life will be changed. That we allow the massacre of 1.5 million babies a year under the guise of woman reproductive health. We are allowing babies every single year to just say, you know, we're going to discard them. Why? Oh, they're smaller. They're not humans. You're using dehumanizing language saying, oh, it's an embryo. No, that's a baby made in the image of God, deserving of protection.
What do you do with those children once they're born into a bad household?
So now we've transitioned to, like, what do you do with the kids?
Right.
Glad we're past the other
Okay.
part of the argument. Okay. What do you do with them? You know, there's twice as many people on the adoption waiting list than there are abortions every single year.
And they're still on the list. So you want to send a child into an orphanage?
Well,
Is that what you want for a child? Is that a good life for a child?
No, I'm not advocating that. In fact, I'm advocating to make
Wow.
it easier to be able to adopt, number one. Number two, there's no such thing as an unwanted child. Number three, it is never right to justify the mass elimination or termination of people under the guise of saying they're unwanted.
That's right.
That's how we get Auschwitz. That's how we get the greatest horrors of the 20th century. Those people are unwanted.
So you're comparing abortion to the Holocaust? is what you're
Absolutely,
saying.
I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse.
It's really not. I don't
It's
think it is.
45 million babies. It's
I
nearly
agree.
8 times worse than the
Exactly.
Holocaust. What's the moral difference between a small baby in the womb and a grown Jew who was killed at Auschwitz? What's the moral difference? One
of
is
them
older.
is a person.
What species is the baby in the womb?
It's a human, but
Therefore,
it's an
they should have
embryo.
human rights.
True.
No,
They should have human rights.
I do not agree.
Oh, so small humans, no human rights. Grown humans,
It's
human
not
rights.
a small human. It's an embryo.
You just said it was a human species.
It's not a living
doesn't-
human child.
Wait, it's not a what?
It's not a child.
But-
it's not a living child.
It has a heartbeat. It has
that
brain
does
waves.
not make it a child.
But tell me when it becomes a child then.
I already told you when it is born.
Again, so under every other objective definition, you see, guys, how quickly the pro-abortion arguments fall apart with just the slightest questioning. But our position is one rooted not in feelings, not in personal autonomy, but one in biological
That's true.
consistency and reality. That your life had an agreed upon starting point, that starting point should be protected and preserved. And the excuses given for abortion is dehumanization. Oh, it's just an embryo. Guys, that's just using different language to justify the massacre of something smaller than you. That's all that it is.
I love this one so well. Like, I am actually carried away with this particular debate. The angle which it came from, it's a lovely one. And I think this is one of the debates I love so much, especially when Charlie Creek debates liberals, college students, and it's something that I love listening to because I get to learn a lot from Charlie and also the college students. The facts remain the same because Charlie Craig actually wants the notion to be correct relating to this perspective he is always shooting at. And for the part of the college students, they won't admit the fact, especially for this debate. I'm wondering what this particular um, students will be saying, and so the open mic. Imagine that, and Charlie Creek went up and and gave his own perspective of view to change the notion of what they have been harboring. Because based on what you have been harboring, that's what you build upon. And Charlie Creek is someone that's versatile in wealth of knowledge, is gifted, is talented, he has wisdom, even if people don't actually admit the fact that he is. And they always say he dropped out of school. Yes, he dropped out of school, but he still have the he came out well to outsmart people that are in school. Exactly. So that's how we put it, because this particular debate in line with what we have today, it's so well. And the fact to remain that Charlie Creek dealt with the topic so well. I don't know what you have to say relating to this one. It might not sit well with you, which I definitely know, and I am expecting your comments down below. Also, you should make sure you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm to push the video to people out there. Okay, I appreciate every one of you for your comments, your likes, and also for subscribing. I appreciate every one of you. So guys, you can also support the channel by either super chat, super thanks, or you join my membership where you get exclusive perks from me. And also, I would love to encourage you guys to please make sure you watch the video to the very end to understand what this debate is all about, and not to watch 18 or two, then you skip. The more you watch and digest, the more you are one step ahead of how you were yesterday. Okay, so that is just basically what I have to say relating to this one. So I don't know you. I know you have your own contribution. Please drop them down in the comment section. I'll be expecting those comments in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching to this very moment. I don't take your love for granted. See you in the next one. Do it to stay put, stay safe, and stay subscribed. From me to you, it's a bye for now.